In a distant future, humanity has initiated the first mission to colonize a new star, embarking a portion of the population aboard the Zephyr, a ship tasked with serving as both a base for future colonists and a home during the long journey. On board, strict discipline prevails, where everyone has their role, including Stella, who, after the events of the prologue, is appointed as the head of ship security, tasked with finding evidence of a conspiracy that could undermine the very foundations of the mission. The plot of Between Horizon, similar to the developer's previous work, it combines mystery, politics, and science fiction in a complex, intertwining storyline, not always easy to follow in detail but interesting and rich in nuances. The cast of characters is not always consistent, but the performance is overall very good, with various successful moments and situations where what is right and wrong is never certain. Similar to Lacuna, in Between Horizon, our task will be to solve a series of cases within the ship, exploring, talking to characters, and collecting clues. Exploration takes place within a single map of decent size, which becomes more open as we progress through the story. For my taste, it's even too labyrinthine, but it effectively portrays the idea of a conglomerate of humans enclosed in the same space. There is a fast travel system, but unfortunately it only allows moving between various stations of a kind of subway train rather than immediately between already visited locations. As the story progresses, we will be assigned various cases to pursue, sometimes concurrently, and they will always be accessible from the in-game menu, which collects all the gathered information. Clues can be found by scouring the environment, talking to characters, or showing them the items we possess. Observing and reading carefully is always important, as crucial information often hides in the details, and fortunately, the menu does a good job of keeping track of everything. From the menu, we can then advance our conclusions, thus progressing the story, whether we are right or wrong. This, of course, along with the usual moral choices and some optional missions, will influence part of the plot and the ending we will obtain. As the game often tells us, saving is automatic, so even in case of mistakes, we must move forward and live with them, unless we have made a manual backup of the save file. The cases will become more complex as we progress, and unfortunately, although there is always a logic behind them, I found myself at various times in the unpleasant sensation of not knowing what to do to advance the plot, ending up trying randomly for a total duration ranging from 5 to 7 hours for a single run. Unlike Lacuna, which embraced the 2D pixel art aesthetic, Between Horizon utilizes a 2.5D approach. Personally, I found the result not very convincing, especially in the way the character sprites and environments blend, often leaving me with the sensation of two worlds that fail to coexist, appearing disjointed. The game is primarily text-based, with the well-acted voiceover of the protagonist Stella appearing only at certain moments, summarizing parts of the plot. The music is good and atmospheric. Between Horizon is a decent investigative adventure, which I personally found less successful than Lacuna, both in terms of puzzles, which at times left me in the unpleasant situation of having to guess, and in terms of aesthetics. Nonetheless, it's a decent adventure that will surely appeal to fans of the investigative genre.